What up YouTube, Topaz Yates back with another review, man, and this one is to these unreleased songs that recently came out from Kendrick Lamar and Kanye West here, man. And I will say they're rather interesting when you begin to think about them, but as overall quality music, not so much. Because let's go ahead and break down the first one, which was called Liberated, where all it was is the super early version of that Father Stretch My Hands Part 1, where there was no Kid Cudi hook in there, man. You can tell like this was probably the rough draft of ultimately where that track was going, you dig? And that's a very important thing, because a lot of people in this music industry right now, you tend to try to make one rough draft of a song, and then once it's mixed, you just go ahead and rock with it, you dig? But yet when you see some of the people who are like the greats in the game, people who focus so hard and they spend long periods of time on just one particular song, making different mixes of it, making different variations. Like, look at it like when you go to school for a big project or whatever. Your teacher is going to try to tell you you need to do a rough draft, a first draft, second draft, final draft. Same concept going on right here. This is the same thing that Kanye has been doing, you dig? And the quality of his music when he's on point with his, it shows. Honestly, I don't believe that if Kanye West didn't have so many different variations to this Father Stretch My Hands song, I don't think it would have been as good as the final project presents itself. So if that means you need to go out there and spend some money to get a Kendrick Lamar verse that you're going to ultimately scrap off the project just so it can still become a great project by the end, man, then so be it. Just do that, man. And I appreciate what he did here. But yet the verse, you can tell why it really got scrapped. There was nothing really phenomenal about it. It was more of typical Kendrick, while I guess Kanye was shooting for the moon for this one, man. The only bar in this verse that I actually kind of enjoyed, man, is how he said, I like legs like Robin Finney, and I stretch them out like a limo Bentley. Like, that was cool, because for those of you who don't know, Robin Finney is Rihanna. That's her government name. Now, the second one was rather interesting as well, which was that Don't Jump, where I have no idea what this was ultimately going through. Like, a lot of people saying that it went to like the Yeezy season type clothing stuff, and it really just never came into being its own song and all of that stuff, dude. But who really knows outside of Kanye West? But so on this song, man, it's more of the same thing here, but you see exactly what makes Kendrick Lamar great. See, the basic concept of this verse right here is Kendrick Lamar pretty much pointing out the savageness of the life that we're living in right now, and then drawing the direct comparison to this is what all of these kids coming up are going through. So what do you think the next generation is going to do when it's their time to control stuff? Things are going to continue to go down this savage path, and they're going to be even worse. But it's never really like the great punchlines that you get from Kendrick Lamar that makes him into such a dope artist. It's more of the fact that he has a very extended vocab. It's the fact that he's mastered his delivery for his own particular voice on how he tells his own stories, on how he has his own completely unique flow that no one can actually do like him. You can try, but yet the combination of his unique voice and the way that he does everything himself, you can never be like him. Those are the things that make Kendrick Lamar great, but you can overtly tell through just listening to these rough versions of these tracks why they really didn't become anything outside of unreleased songs being released right now, probably because somebody decided to leak it.